Hey, what's up guys? It's Patrick from Play Clash of Clans, and today I'm bringing you guys the next episode of our Quest to 3000 Trophy series. Okay, before I start the video, I'm just going to take a minute to clear something up that's been going on that I've been getting a ton of messages about. So I already posted this on Facebook and Twitter, but apparently there are two people who are impersonating to be me, making similar name like Play Clash of Clans with two L's or something like that, and saying, or sending people messages saying they've won the giveaway. If you guys have received one of these messages, it's fake. Make sure to click their profile picture and it'll take you to an account that obviously isn't mine. But people are sending these messages with surveys attached saying that you must complete the survey to claim your prize. Well, this is a lie. I would never say that you guys have to complete a survey to win one of my giveaways, because all he's trying to do with the survey is make money. Because when he gives you that link and you fill out the survey, it gives him like maybe $2 to $3, and you're not going to get any prize from doing that. So let me just clear that up. Make sure you click the profile picture to make sure it's me sending you a message. And the giveaway doesn't end till September 7th anyways, so don't expect a message till then. All right, let's go ahead and get to our episode today. So we only have one more upgrade we have to do to max out our defenses. We do have our walls and heroes to do, but the last defensive upgrade, or the last building we have to upgrade, are for air defense right here. So I did the top two. We have these two on the bottom. You can see that I have my elixir collector and gold mine going to level 11. I guess those are the last two buildings technically, but we're going to do this air defense right here, max him out. And then finally we have this last air defense, and I'm going to go ahead and get that done. So pretty much all the defenses are done, all the buildings are done. The only thing we have left to upgrade in the game is our walls, which are at level 8, and they can go up to level 11. And then we have our heroes. So the heroes go all the way up to level 40. The reason I saved the walls and heroes for last are because they are super expensive. I think it's going to cost like $5,000 to max out my walls and heroes. So it's going to be ridiculous to max those out. So I'm just going to start those every other video. Just throwing some money at those guys using the gem sponsored me to buy AppNana. So thanks to AppNana for hooking me up again with the gems for today's video. They're going to keep sponsoring me in the future, and hopefully we can make our way up to the Champions League and further. Okay guys, I'm going to start off with some defensive replays today. So you can see my last 3 battles. I have 2 losses and a win. Pretty much you can look at the top and the bottom. It's no coincidence that the 2 losses that I have are from witches, and the one win I had, he only used like 1 witch, because the witches are really dominating nowadays, and they're taking over high level gameplay from what I've heard from other people. There was a pretty brilliant forum post that I read and I tweeted about the other day, where I think it was someone who's like in the top 50 players, 2 people in the top 50 players were talking about how witches are taking over. And it's not really the problem of witches, but that people, like the people in the top 5, are too scared to open their base, so they're just cheap shielding their way and never being attacked. You can look, if you look at like the top 5 or 10 player stats, it says they've won like 15 battles, and that's ridiculous because they aren't winning those battles. They're getting free shields from their clanmates, from their friends, because no way you're winning 15 battles once you get attacked by level 40 heroes and witches and max level go wipes. Pretty much high level players never lose attacks. They almost always win, and you're lucky to get around 3 or 4 defensive wins every 2 weeks. That's what I've heard. I haven't got to experience it yet, but I talked to a lot of high level players. They say 3 to 4 wins every 2 weeks is really successful, because most people know how to get 50% or destroy a town hall. So when you see people with like 15 defensive wins and they're like in the top 10, obviously they've been cheap shielding, and they haven't exactly been playing by their rules. So that's just a quick side note that I was rambling about. Let's go ahead and check out the win we had. So this guy was attacking me with a go wipe minus the P.E.K.K.A.s, so a go-wy, I guess. He's going to drop 4 golems, bunch of wall breakers to help break through these level 8 walls, and then he just brought a ton of wizards. So this isn't a bad strategy, except you sort of need P.E.K.K.A.s in the center of the base to help out and to destroy some of these bigger buildings. The golems themselves are pretty weak, and it helps a lot if you have the P.E.K.K.A.s to do that. Plus, it doesn't look like he brought any free spells, so my Inferno Towers are having a free shot on his golems, and once the golems are gone, while the wizards are really powerful, obviously they don't have a lot of health, and they should be pretty easy to take care of. So right now he's about 34%. I can already tell he's not going to get to 50%, so I'm hoping he gets to 40, because that'll give me a free shield, and yeah, that'll wrap it up. We got 42%, maybe a little bit more after a couple more wizards destroy some buildings, but we're not in danger of getting to 50%, and that was a really successful raid. So that one gave me a shield, plus I got to keep my trophies and gain some more, so I was definitely happy with that. Alright, that's going to be it for the defensive replays. Maybe I'll show some more later, but let's go ahead and get to some attacks. We're at 2,860 trophies. I'm going to start it out with a witch strategy, then mix it up a ton today. I'm going to try to use 3 different strategies, but yeah, let's go ahead and start it off with this raid. So we're attacking a max level base, and this guy even has some level 11 walls. So he has level 40 heroes, level 11 walls, completely maxed out defenses. So this one will be a good challenge for us, and see how our witch strategy holds up once we start attacking these really elite bases. I'm going to drop two lightning spells right there. What I'm doing right now is I dropped a wall breaker to distract that archer queen and to get her alert that I was attacking. So I dropped her down there, and you'll see why in a second. So I dropped that wall breaker. So now the archer queen, she had that exclamation point near her head, and now that she's been alerted, she's going to run over and attack over here. So the reason I want her to attack me now and not later is because, say if I was attacking this guy's town hall, and out of nowhere the archer queen comes, it could distract my witches, it could drag them into a wizard tower or a mortar, and that would be disastrous. That would completely ruin my strategy, and I would be in big trouble. So I wanted to just destroy her now, and now I can make my way through the base without having to deal with her later. There wasn't a barbarian king, or I might have taken care of him, but it's really the archer queen you want to focus on because she can hide behind the walls and destroy most of your troops. Okay, right now we made our way into the base. I dropped a few of my wall breakers already. In fact, I dropped most of them. I only got to break through 1 layer of walls, so I'm going to have to focus on my witches and my skeletons, as well as my archer queen, to make our way to the town hall. So right now we're destroying some of the stuff in this L shape right here. One of the Inferno towers didn't get reloaded, so he already ran out, but my witches are they're doing a pretty good job of staying together and keeping the skeletons in front of them. So I'd say I have a good amount left. Really, now it's just about breaking through these walls and getting to the town hall. Alright, so I went ahead and dropped my clan castle. I had a dragon in there. I probably didn't have to drop him. Maybe I could have waited a little bit longer at the end, but yeah, I still have a clan castle request I can do again, but that was sort of a waste. But anyways, we have our witches shooting over the top. They're going to get it done right there. They're going to take out the town hall. And after that is done, we should be at 2 stars. And I think that's going to be the maximum amount we can get for this base. If my archer queen was still alive right now, I'd probably surrender because we only have about a minute left, and we're only at 60%. Plus, there's the wizard tower still down there, and they're going to absolutely destroy my skeletons. So I think this one's already a lost battle, but I'll let them run around for a little bit just because of the fact that my archer queen's done. So overall, this guy had 30 trophies. That's a pretty big raid, especially when you're getting to the top of the Master League. 30 trophies is a godsend. But I was looking at that. People are saying once you get to 3,500 trophies, 98% of your battles give you 1 or 2 stars. And I was just like, wow. Or sorry, 98% of your battles give you 1 or 2 trophies for getting 1 star. And I was like, dang. That's going to be a huge grind. So we're going to have to attack that when it comes. It's much better getting 20 trophies. Because imagine if I fought 10 battles and I got 10 trophies. And then all of a sudden someone came to me and destroyed me. And I got 20 trophies. I lost 20 trophies. So I worked that hard. I did 10 battles. I won all those battles, and then someone came and destroyed me. I'd be pretty pissed off. So we're just going to have to see when that comes, but right now we're still getting some pretty good trophy counts. Okay, so this guy, haven't seen one of these in a while. It has the hole in the base. It looks like this was intentional, maybe not, but it's going to be a pretty easy base to take out. I had my go wipe strategy, so I just dropped my golems, my P.E.K.K.A.s. I was freezing the Inferno Tower, so I didn't have to worry about those too much. And then after I dropped a couple of these wizards, the wizards really weren't good because they could be destroyed by splash damage. But once I dropped those guys, they took care of the town hall soon enough. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this raid. I don't think there's much else I can get done. Let's see how far our wizards can take us, but I think that's going to be it for this one. So let's just take a look around. He does have some good resources. I could have gone for those. I don't think I really thought about it when I was doing this raid. I'm at 27% right now. I do have my golem right there. He's sort of running around the side, and that's helping out a little bit. And we do have 10 wizards left. So you know what? We might be able to salvage this if we get really lucky. Let's see what we can do. So I dropped two wizards right there. You can see the cannons being distracted by that last golem I have. So that golem actually worked out pretty well. And seeing as there's no Inferno Towers left, we actually really might be able to save this one. So let me just keep dropping a few wizards here and there. I have 8 of them left. I want to make sure that I save these. And I want to make sure that my golem is distracting these defenses before I drop too many of them. So he's running up. He's distracted the Tesla, the Wizard Tower, the Archer Tower. Now I can start dropping a few more if I wanted, but I am scared about that Archer Tower on the bottom. So I'm just going to let my guys run around for a little bit more, and I think I'll just wait until all my wizards are dead, and then I'll see from there. Okay, we're at 48% right now. I think that's going to do it for those guys over there. And we do actually have a builder set right here, and I'm guessing he has another, and we do have one on the top. So I only thought I was going to get 1 star on that. That one actually worked out pretty well. I just had to drop those 2 barbarians there, and we're going to be good to go. So that just goes to show you don't surrender right away. You might always pull out a victory like that. That was probably one of the most improbable victories I've had in a while, because I was only at like 20% when I only had a few wizards and a golem left. So that one worked out pretty well. I got 9 trophies. He only had 14 available, but 2 stars, I'll take that every time. Okay, looking at this next raid, this guy, pretty well upgraded base. Looks like he is almost maxed out, if not completely maxed out. Plus he has really high level king and queen. I think he only has level 10 walls. I think those are level 10. But let's go ahead and attack him and see what we can do. So for this army composition, I sort of just clicked a few things. We've been using wizards a lot. We've been using wall breakers, golem, and some witches. So I brought all those guys, as well as I brought some minions, just some level 5 ones, to see maybe we need to use those guys at the end. So let's go ahead and get it done. Started off, I'm dropping 2 lightning spells in the mortar and the wizard tower, so we'll take those guys out. I was trying to take out the wizard towers and the mortars, but obviously I could only take care of the mortar, so I just focused on that. Right off the bat, I think I made a mistake in dropping my golem first, because that barbarian king is level 37, and he's going to take him out in just a few swipes. So I probably should have dropped like 1 witch maybe first, and then just drop maybe I should have dropped all my witches first, and then drop the golem after, so that way maybe the barbarian king would have just killed some skeletons instead of destroying my golem. But you know, the golem really isn't too necessary in the witch strategy. It's sort of just good for getting your witches off the ground and getting them started. So I think we'll still be fine. Alright, right now we're making our way in this side of the base. We sort of have it split apart. We have some wizards over here, some witches over here, plus on the other side we have some witches over there. It looks like a lot of my witches just ran into that wizard tower on the top right, so that was about 5 of them that went down. But as long as we have about maybe 7 of them over here, I think we're going to be good to go. So looking around the base, I was sort of looking for a place to drop one of my minions if I was trying to get 50%. I couldn't see anything, so I'm just going to let this ride right here. I do have my Archer Queen, who is a big savior. She's going to be attacking this town hall for me, and it looks like we'll be able to take care of this town hall right after that lag goes away. So we're at 35%. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get to 50% if my guys don't take care of at least like 45% of what's in this base, so let's see how they do. We got to 39. It looks like most of my witches are down, so after we take care of this elixir storage, I'm guessing we're going to be done. So yeah, we're at 40%. Maybe it would have been a little bit smarter if I just surrendered there and kept my Archer Queen, so I didn't have to wait for her to get back to full health. But yeah, we're sitting on 3 minions. Not much I can really do with 3 minions, so I can just go ahead and surrender from here. So it looks like we're going to get 6 trophies out of the 19 that were available, since we only got 1 star. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and go to our final raid of the day. So I went ahead and attacked Melvin, and he actually left a comment on one of my videos. So Melvin, thanks for letting me attack you, bro. Hopefully if you revenge me, you fail and you can get me some trophies. But let's go ahead and attack him and see what happens. So I'm going to drop 2 lightning spells in that center mortar. I don't think I really need to drop too much else. I'm just going to drop those 2, and I'm going to attack him through the top. So he has a base that's called a Southern Teaser, and that's where they try to get you to attack through the bottom, and they put a ton of walls in the top. But since his are only level 8, I'm just going to go through the top and see if I can burn my way through his walls. So I'm using that Golem Archer strategy I saw in that Lost Phoenix Clan video. It's pretty fun, and it's really cost effective, so let's go ahead and get it done. I'm going to drop a lightning spell on that clan castle, as well as try to take care of this Barb King and Archer Queen so they don't affect me later. And now that all the heroes and the clan castle troops are gone, it's just me in the town hall, and I got to make sure I take it out. So I'm going to drop my hero, I'm going to drop my Archer Queen, I'm going to go ahead and drop some archers. What I'm going to have to do, I'm going to blow up these walls on the left and the right, and the reason I'm doing that is so that I can blow up the walls in the center. Once that left and right hand compartment are gone, my wall breakers are going to go straight for that center, as you can see right now, and I can just spam the rest of them, and hopefully they'll make a way to the town hall. Okay, right now, since all that's gone, we have a straight path to go to the town hall. They're not going to go left, they're not going to go right when I'm talking about my archers. So now I can just literally hold down the button and let them run straight for this town hall. And since I took care of that mortar that was in the center, there shouldn't be any splash damage that's going to affect me. The only thing that's affecting me is lag right now, but we took care of that. And yeah, that should do it. We're at 34%. That mortar on the right-hand side, now we are in range of it, so it's going to take us out. And after this lag goes away, yeah, you can see we're at 35%. And since this guy had 30 trophies, Melvin, thanks for hooking me up. We got 10 of them, and it was a really cost-effective army, and it worked out pretty well for us. Alright guys, I think that is going to do it for this video. We did some pretty good raids. We're at 2,900 trophies. So if we don't finish this series on the next video, it'll be the one after. I really hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure to drop a like and a favorite if you do. Subscribe if you haven't already, and check me out on Facebook and Twitter. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and peace out.